Who you using, bro? Come on. Stop trolling. That's who you using? Where they at? What they doing? Bruh.
Welcome everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational
People are struggling.
matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown.
I could pause
we
it.
have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent.
I could pause
take
it.
care of business. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know why I didn't wait.
Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Honey, shut up. Why are you always barking at people? Not getting away from me, girl.
Oh, hell no. Where's the slushy at?
What happened?
There's no, they didn't leave your slushy.
Huh?
Your slushy was in there.
Who wakes up? They're not going to go on. That's exactly why you need to be on your shit with that. Would have been there when she delivered it. You would have known that.
First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. They'll go right back to him. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
To the air, it's Arnold. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up look like pass and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
That's caught. It's Barnes. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Snagged in the middle. It's Barnes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the 1st down. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Love. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Hand off from the shotgun. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Makes the catch. It's Evans. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the 1st down.
Big-time throw they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent, he's got accuracy, and because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He'll get rid of it. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the 1st drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a gap. It's Barnes. Still running at the 40. Afterburner's coming. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown Sooners.
And I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma 7, Notre Dame 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Leonard. It's complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The give and the run on fourth down. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical fourth down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll go to the counter. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Leonard. Fires to the tight end. For the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He breaks a tackle. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You've got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum back to their side.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, baby.
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Using the quick game. Makes the catch and he's brought down. The Sooners want to move quickly. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Going over the top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Mark.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
The picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for the...
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And that is no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking...
He's loose. The 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, first and 10 from the 33. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Buys a little time with his feet. He makes the connection. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. They're down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Gets it out fast.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
To the air, it's Leonard. On the run, still looking. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. They're bringing heat. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Finds his tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Leonard. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd down, going up top. Extending the play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 10, Notre Dame 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll try it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play race is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. On the run, it's Love. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
You've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page. And they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT. And this one is not looking good.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
After misfiring, it's second down. The DBs will back off a bit. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 45, on his way. And he's wrestled to the ground.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Getting some heat. Got it set up on the outside. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got him downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it is another interception.